Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla. Today we're going to be cleaning up some of the snow around here because even though it is still winter, snow is kind of Christmassy and Christmas is well and truly over. Hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. The snow is going away and it's going to clear out some of the grass and stuff around here and the plants and things, but I reckon that we can probably put a few of those back fairly easily, so nothing to worry about, no problem there. Couple of lilacs around the place, a poppy here and there. We'll throw out the seeds. I don't really need the seeds. Got way too many seeds right now. And then we'll bone meal the ground around here and we can get some grass grown up again and it will look hunky-dory. So once I've got rid of that and some of the Christmas decorations, the streamers from around here, I think all of this wool was mine to begin with, but if Kane wants any of it back, he can always just come and grab it out of my basement. That's no problem. Today we're going to be working on Nuggets Arcade, which is over here. We started that on the live stream in the last episode. You may have seen it. No worries if you didn't. I feel like live stream content kind of gets too long occasionally, and I'm working on a couple of solutions to that. But I did make an edit of the video, so hopefully you guys will have watched that. But in any case, down here we have like a set of steps now. This is all kind of dark oak and stuff coming down into this area, which is kind of going to be like the lobby. I mean, this was sort of the lobby, but it's also going to be the prize counter and stuff. So I figured have like a separate lobby area, and I got this design in the floor, kind of similar to how I did it in the arcade game tutorial. Kind of looks like an Xbox control pad. I think it's flipped around or something like that, but there's an emerald block, a lapis block, a gold block, and a redstone block underneath there, just to kind of make it look super cool. So that's what we got here for now. We've also got a little secret entrance back here, which is the same comparator setup I used to make my secret entrance tutorial, but it just kind of slides into the wall instead of opening a door kind of in front of you, and it's not behind a stair block, because I want people to be able to use this entrance. But it's pretty much any time you want to open it, you just set it to top right position, and it slides back any other position, and it will slide back away. And this is going to be the prize kind of stock room, basically. So all the prizes are going to be back here behind, like, glass. And the idea is that if you want to collect a prize, you just go in here, you leave the required number of tickets in the chest, and then you kind of wander on out. It's as if the place was meant to be staffed, except we don't have people to staff it. So the only thing you can really do is collect it yourself. And as for the prizes, I have a couple of cool things worked out now. We'll have to go into that at a later date because I need to do a bit of preparation. I also need to get all of my gold blocks and stuff back from that star, but there we go. That's something I can do whilst I'm clearing up all the Christmas decorations around here. Oh, and there's a couple of other things I wanted to do. First of all, I wanted to go to the post office because I believe a couple of people have left me presents. I was trying not to watch those videos in case they've left me anything super exciting so I could get a good look at it in this one. Whoa! Okay, super exciting is right. Payment for the temple. Oh, this is from Cookie. Oh, wow. That's nuts. That's a ridiculous amount of diamonds. Thank you so much. So Merry Christmas from Jeff. Bit of steak and leather, always welcome. Some coal from Cookie and an expensive gift. Oh, this is one of B-Ran's magic chests, you guys. This is exciting stuff because B-Ran is one of the admins on the server. He has access to command blocks and he loves doing stuff with command blocks in general. He's kind of a command block guy. So if we put this down and open it, we have some really fancy rabbit meat. Well, thank you very much, B-Ran. I will put that in my really fancy restaurant and put it to good use. In fact, no, you know what? I'm going to save some really fancy rabbit meat for a meal of my own. I might put that in the chest up here. And seeing as it's a Christmas gift, you don't want to just put it in a restaurant and give it to some random member of the public. We want really fancy rabbit meat for ourselves. It's got 2 MBT tags, you guys, whatever the heck that means. I forget. But yeah, anyway, this is going to be episode... What number are we on now? I can't even remember. It's like 54 or something. Making episodes at an incredible rate here, and I feel like maybe I should slow down one of these days, but I'm having too much fun. Having way too much fun. These are snow blocks, so I can take those out and probably save the snowballs for a rainy day, or a snowy day, you never know. Not that there are many rainy or snowy days around here on this server. And the last thing I wanted to do was check out the bookshop, because we may have a couple more sales in here. I will check a couple of the chests. I did put a couple more in here. Unbreaking books have been in popular demand, and I'm hoping to restock those at some point. But as you can see, the level situation right now, I think I just repaired one of my pickaxes or my armor or something like that. Still need to repair my bow. The level situation, not particularly high, but we will figure that out. 4 diamonds and 4 stacks of sandstone. What was? Oh, that was from KB, of course. Right, yes. KB and I agreed something. Might have been off. It was definitely off camera for me. It might have been off camera for his episode as well. You'll see when his next episode comes out. But yeah, he agreed to go and get me some sandstone because he was out in a desert looking for sandstone himself, or at least sand or something. So I think he was planning on. Let's put all of these diamond blocks in here because they're not going to stack with the stuff from my regular ender chest because they're all like. If they're renamed, they don't stack, which is really weird, but I guess it makes sense. But yeah, KB was out in the desert collecting sandstone. I was like, bring me back some sandstone, because down in the arcade area, I kind of want to do several different, like, themed areas, one of which is going to be kind of sandstone themed, sort of like the arcade I have back at the Nameless Ruin, but a little bit more modern, I think. So that's my plan, anyway. Going to do, like, a blue and sandstone theme like I did before. And yeah, I needed some sandstone for that, so KB was kind enough to go and get some for me, and I said I would offer him some diamonds in exchange, and he said, how about you just trade me a couple of books, because books are 2 diamonds each right now, so mathematically it works out pretty well. So, I'm going to continue carrying on, too many words. I'm going to keep doing the Christmas clearing up around here, going to make sure the area is a little bit more free of snow. I'm going to get all my gold blocks back, gonna get rid of all of this wool, and then we're going to continue building the arcade. So I'll do a bunch of stuff off camera, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. Hey folks, welcome back. I thought I would give you guys a quick update. I'm kind of halfway through things right now, as you can tell by the fact that there's still dirt and stone everywhere and granite and stuff. I mean, not that granite always needs to be cleared away, but in my book, usually it does. So, Nuggets Arcade is looking pretty cool right now. We have a couple of the rooms starting to take shape. This one over here is definitely pretty much done, as far as I'm concerned. And the cat has chosen this moment to walk across my mixing desk, as he always does in these episodes. Come on. Come on, sit here. Sit here. Fool cat. Get your legs down. Right, there we go. Alright, now, back in the driving seat once again. We have this place which the entrance looks superb, as far as I'm concerned. I really like the pattern here, the kind of acacia in the walls. Kind of inspired by the little spikes you get on a Guardian, which are that fantastic orange colour, contrasts really well with the Prismarine, and Guardians are sort of that colour, plus the lights, plus the kind of grey. Grey is always a great neutral colour, that's why so many blocks in Minecraft are grey. And if you come down here, then there's like water coming out from here underneath there, and I kind of wanted this to have some kind of mechanism which occasionally fired a couple of like gold nuggets or gold bars or something. They got collected by a hopper here and then redirected back, so that every now and again it would fire, and it would just make the place feel like it had gold flowing from the walls, from the floors, and possibly even from the ceiling, depending on whether or not we can do anything about that. But yeah, in here I just have a water source set up because I plan to do a little bit more with water in here. This is kind of the water temple themed thing. We have water coming down from the ceiling here, and that's what flows down around that little circuit in the floor. And this has a tunnel leading to the other area, which I have fully decked out so far. This kind of has like a petrified forest theme. You know the way wood will sometimes fossilize and kind of take on the properties of stone, basically? I've always wanted to do that with acacia trees and kind of make it look like this forest that had just kind of been turned to stone over time. And so there's a bit of stone around here. Instead of grass, thought I'd go with mycelium for the floor. Haven't used mycelium in absolutely ages, probably not since the Democratic Republic of Mushroom on the last server, so figured I'd give that a go, and it looks really nice. It also adds that fantastic little particle effect mycelium has, which is kind of cool. I like that a lot. And we have 2 machines set up in here. I will tell you a little bit more about them. This one is a pretty classic game. It's called Rockfall. This is basically one of those sort of temple run style things where you're a guy who's running away. You have to avoid a boulder that's rolling after you, kind of Indiana Jones style. You got this handle on the right hand side, which in reality doesn't do anything, but I imagine this kind of is how you turn left and right and kind of avoid obstacles and stuff. You got a button over here that's jump. These are 2 armor stands that are just basically embedded within here, and I would love to have these kind of symmetrical, but unfortunately the redstone comparator that drives the hopper mechanism in there is basically underneath that block, and I can't have the armor stand standing any further up than that. On this side it's just standing on a slab, so it makes perfect sense for it to be there, and it kind of looks like it's got like a rocker, a kind of back and forth rocker with the arms being like that, so I decided to keep it like that and didn't bother changing the position of that any further. All the circuitry is hidden underneath here. Got that mycelium block in the middle there where you don't need any of the circuitry. And then around the outside here, of course, we have a redstone circuit, which, oh, if I don't stand on the block, I can cover back up again with the carpet. And putting in these carpet squares sort of at random on the floor gives the place a nice kind of feel. So I thought that was a good way of concealing the mechanism here. Now this machine, I am so happy we managed to get one of these in, because this is an absolute classic, and some of these games don't even work anymore. But this is Piston Panic. You can tell it doesn't even have the name branded on the outside, because the developers of this game were a little bit underfunded. They didn't really have the kind of resources to get proper branding, get proper kind of graphic designers in, hence why the whole thing is a little bit clunky looking. It's kind of a 3x1 machine and too tall, and it's a little bit kind of, it seems a little bit dated now, but Piston Panic is such a great game, you guys. It's got that kind of maze structure. You're kind of constantly going around looking for pistons to activate. You can only tell that the name is Piston Panic by actually looking into the circuitry and reading the name Piston Panic there. I've just renamed a hopper minecart, but go with it, guys, go with it. It's fun. This is lore. It's like storyline. Anyway, I decided to turn a piston into an arcade machine, and I kind of put these redstone blocks in the back. Thankfully, redstone blocks as a power source don't interfere with any of the other redstone circuitry we have going on in here, so I absolutely guarantee that this works 100% of the time. It's like I've rewired the old cabinet into something completely new. So I have a couple of other ideas for games in here. I want to try a couple of different designs out. Might just hop into creative to give those a go, because the one design kind of repeated everywhere is going to get a little bit stale, so I want there to be a little bit of visual interest, even if all the games are essentially going to work the same. It's just going to be a matter of throwing in a golden nugget, you get a ticket or a golden nugget out, and then you can kind of respend the gold nuggets you get to grab tickets, and then come up here and you can spend them in the prize kind of room. And over here we have the two remaining areas. This one, I basically just dug out the tunnel and haven't gone any further with that because the slime farm is over here, and so I'm not entirely sure what I can do with this in terms of the space. I might just about manage to miss the slime farm, but I did dig through the wall over here in the petrified forest, and behind these acacia trees here is Kane's elevator, like his item elevator for his slime farm, so I had to avoid using too much of that space. But if I dig over here and I have enough space, the red one is going to be like a nether themed room. It's probably going to be kind of like a nether fortress and have some netherrack and maybe some lava around, as long as I can guarantee that nothing is going to burn up in the nearby vicinity. Probably similar thing to what I did with the water over here, kind of have it concealed within the walls, maybe as lighting or something like that. Might be kind of cool. Haven't quite planned out that area yet, but we will figure that out. And the sandstone I said I was getting from KB is going to be this kind of themed area is going to be kind of Egyptian inspired, I guess, the kind of classic desert civilization kind of thing. It's going to be tombs of the pharaohs or something like that, and each section of this place is going to have its own little name. Like, it's going to be kind of cool like that. And I wanted to do something in here. I got some blue and grey carpet, and I kind of want to make this kind of like, this is almost like the end sort of themed area, so it's going to be like all purple and grey and black, and it's going to be like, this is the void sort of thing. So I think, yeah, just dotting a couple of purple carpets around the place like this will give the area a little bit more atmosphere. Mix in a couple of grey at a diagonal here and there, if I'm not standing on the blocks, and I think this place is going to look fantastic. Hopefully people will want to come down here and throw a bunch of gold nuggets into machines and pretend they're having a good time. I guess that's the way it's going to go, because hey, this is all make-believe, right? This is Minecraft. It's how we do in Minecraft. So that's the progress on nuggets so far. I will do a bunch more work off camera, and you'll see it in a second when it's all done. You guys want to see one of possibly the most creepiest things in the world? Watch this. Look at the Santa. Look at the Santa. Look at the Santa. Ah! There's those eyes. It's just, oh gosh, weirdest thing in the world. Anyway, I've left Santa and the giant present around the nether portal up for now. And I think the witch over there still has a Santa hat. Still like a little bit of snow here and there, but I've pretty much cleaned up what was left of the Christmas decorations around town. And KB's hat is still up there as well, but I think I'm pretty much leaving the stuff that other people have done with other people's wool. So yeah, they can take that down themselves. Anyway, I'm going to have to leave it here for today because Nuggets Arcade is not quite finished, but I am running super late on getting this episode out to you guys, so I will make sure it gets out to you on time, and we'll finish this area off camera, and then we'll manage to come back to it probably for next Friday's episode. But I've got maybe sort of 2/3 of this place done now, so I'm really happy with the progress of it so far. Obviously it's taking a little bit of extra time, but I hope you guys will forgive that. This is another game over here. This one's called Witherstorm, bit of a nod to Minecraft Story Mode, which I haven't started playing yet, but I do know a little bit about the events. I kind of been spoiled for a couple of things, so I figured I would throw in a reference to that. I won't say any more in case you haven't seen it, but yeah, this is going to be the Nether-themed area. I pretty much decked it out exactly like a Nether Fortress, and I've always kind of wanted to recreate a generated structure in Minecraft, but completely out of context, you know? Like, one of the things I've had, like, as an idea in the back of my head for ages, since I was playing on Xbox even, and I was doing this on Xbox before I came over to PC, is to create a museum, kind of like, apparently Biffa is doing this on Hermitcraft, of create a museum like dedicated to everything that's in Minecraft. Collect one of every block, every item in the game, and have them on display. And included in that would be an exhibit about generated structures, so it would have part of a water temple, a nether fortress, an abandoned mine shaft, a desert temple, that kind of thing, and villages and stuff like that, you know? So that's like long distant future, perhaps even like next season of DV or something weird like that. I will probably get around to doing this museum project because I've always wanted to do that. But anyway, this is going to be the Nether Fortress kind of themed area. It seemed like the best thing to do for the Nether. I didn't want to just light fires everywhere. And yeah, this is the Witherstorm game. There's going to be one here that's themed around my old enemy or maybe friend, the Trickster, because I figured you can put pumpkin heads on these as well, and it would be kind of cool to have that as like a as a game screen, and then you can put like a little head on the item frame at the front. That's going to connect round to the desert themed area, which I haven't even started yet. Again, like I'm recording this at like 10:15. I probably need to be in bed by 12, and it's just not going to happen. So yeah, this area is pretty much completely unchanged. Rockfall and Piston Panic are still there. You come through here, semi-complete tunnel through to this area, and I really like the look of this one. Again, haven't quite finished the ceiling, not sure what I'm going to do with this bit. Maybe some more blue glass or something, but I really like the area around here, and there's going to be a tunnel connecting through to the desert area as well. Again, not sure what to do with these corners, maybe just a couple of little things. I've been thinking about doing maybe like drinks vending machines or something for like potions, having something similar to these arcade machines, but something you can throw like a gold bar in and you'll get a random potion, something like that. Because, you know, there's always like soda vending machines and stuff in arcades, things like that. So yeah, once we have everything built down here, we can get the prizes installed up here, and people can actually get down here and come and play, which will be very exciting stuff. But that is going to be it for today, you guys. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of Decidedly Vanilla. My name has been Pixlriffs. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and today's episode comes to you courtesy of the very kind Patreon donation of All The Way Jay, who joined the Patreon server this month, actually. This is how far behind I am on people's Patreon shout-outs. But thank you very much for supporting my channel. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, head over to patreon.com/pixelriffs, check out the awesome rewards, and consider donating. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you all soon. Creepy close-up to finish the episode. Bye for now.